Hello, I'm Karen and I own the Cake Tower, and I have been making some videos on how to make cake toppers, but if you've watched my surf video you've seen that I've had a little accident and I had some super glue on my pawpaw. Now that super glue came off and I had to have a thicker layer put on, and now it looks like some kind of gross wart. So you don't have to look at it, I've decided to make a video on how to make this lovely little tieback. And if you actually make this tieback in some string and use a larger hook, it's absolutely a brilliant toilet roll holder, which is how the pattern originally began. So I'm going to just show you really quickly how to do it. So we're just going to cast on. So I've wrapped over my yarn. You do it like that. If you're going to make a knot out of a normal piece of string, you've got this center one, so you want to hook through there and just pull, and it makes you your slip knot. So this one I need to chain 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Now the next stage of this is we're going to work into the second chain from the hook. So I'm just going to go underneath one loop of the chain like that, and I'm going to single crochet. There we go, like that. So that's into the loop. So I'll show you there. Look, if you look at that, it looks like you need to go back into that same place where you've made that hole, and you actually don't. You need to come along to your second space there, and each time you do it, it'll make you a bigger hole there, and you move along to the next top loop like so. So we're going to go under the loop, I'm yarning over, pulling that yarn through. So I've got 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again and back in, and we're going to continue that all the way back down our chain. Now because this is the bamboo yarn, it's made of lots of twists of small threads, so I have to be careful that I'm not splitting the yarn as I go through, because that will spoil the finish. So we're just going to work all the way doing our single crochet. There is no rush, there is no competition. Just take your time and do it as neatly as you can, and you'll have a nicer result that you'll be a lot happier with. And for such a lovely yarn, it really is worth taking your time. So you see, we're just single crocheting all the way back. You see that's twisted there, I want to straighten that out. There, remember we're just going underneath one loop inside the original chain to make our way back to the beginning. For those people that already know how to crochet, I'm sorry that this one may be a little bit slow, but we all have to begin somewhere, and I just like to make everything that I do as easy as possible, so that when somebody else comes to learn, it's a pleasure to learn, and it's fun and relaxing and enjoyable. So as you can see, like, my yarn keeps twisting of my chain, but I think that is more to do with the fact that I'm using the bamboo today rather than actually using a wool or a string. So we're just keeping an eye on all of that, making sure I'm still going through one loop at a time. And we're nearly there. Oops, a daisy. There. I love making these. It's really strange, even though we've been here for 6 years in our house now, we still have one of these or a toilet roll holder, and I just keep replacing them because it's easy and it's hygienic, obviously, but they're so easy for everybody to be able to change the toilet roll. Not that it makes any difference, because teenage children still won't change the toilet roll, but it is actually the easiest thing that you can do. I don't know if you can hear that, but in the background I've just heard a fly come into my kitchen. Not impressed. There we go. Right, so I've single crocheted all the way back down the chain. So for the loops, I'm going to chain 10. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you can see that I've got my hole there from when at the very beginning of my chain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch. So I'm just going to yarn over, pull through that loop there and through that loop there, and the beginning tail of my yarn I'm just going to pull it tight, and then I'm going to work back into my chain. Now if you look, I've got my hole there, and then this next loop there is where I want to go. So I want to do my single crochet there, and then I'm going to go underneath one loop again each time I come back. The reason why I'm doing one loop on this particular pattern is to help it have I think I've split the yarn there. Hang on, come back. Underneath there. If you go underneath both of the pieces of the chain in this particular pattern, it ends up that you end up with quite large holes down the centre, which do look very pretty if you want to be able to hang little gems or things on your tiebacks, because people do. But I like the nice finish that this gives, so I thought I'd share how I'm doing it for those people that want a quick and easy do-it-yourself project that looks lovely, especially with these more pretty yarns, because then they just look more expensive and classy. But you've also got that pleasure of knowing that you made that. It's like, I did that, and look how nice that looks. And when your friends, when your friends find out that you've done things like that, some of them will say, oh, can you make me one? And you can make them one for little gifts for Christmas and birthdays, things like that. So all we're doing is just single crocheting all the way back down our chain. And we can see how nice it's looking. And just underneath the one loop all the time, all the way back, like so. Well, I'm pleased to say that the flies buzzed off, so I can't hear it anymore in the kitchen. There we go, look. Nearly there. I love crocheting. My sister originally showed me how to do some chains and a strange stitch which wasn't really actually a crochet stitch a few years ago, and even though it wasn't correct, I really enjoyed crocheting, so I actually sat and learned myself by watching YouTube videos. So it was really interesting, and then I just started to make things up myself. So I could have all sorts of different things. I still love doing the granny squares. I do them a different way now though than what my sister was trying to show me, because I prefer the new way. And I'm making a nice bedspread at the moment. So I've got to the end of my chain and I've got one loop at one end and one at the other. So if we remember, it was chain 10 to make the loop, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet. So I'm going to go underneath both the loops on this one, catch my yarn, pull through there. That wasn't very successful, was it? I snagged it. And pull through there, and I just need my scissors, and we're just going to pull that through there. So that bit will actually get sewn in, and the other end will get sewn in, but there it is. Really quick and easy tie back. Thank you for watching.